Hi there. Welcome to English for Everyone. My name's Lisa.
And my name's Kevin. Today we're going to give you an important tip on how to sound more like a native speaker. Let's get started. So, you can use will to talk about the future. It's correct to say, I will eat lunch tomorrow. But native speakers do not use will in this situation. To talk about the future, it's more common to use going to, pronounced gonna, or present continuous with ing. I'm eating lunch tomorrow, or I'm gonna eat lunch tomorrow. Example, if I ask the question, what time? What time will you eat lunch tomorrow? No American will say this. They'll use continuous action. What time are you eating lunch tomorrow? Or gonna. What time are you gonna eat lunch tomorrow? And you answer, I'm gonna eat lunch at 3 tomorrow. Or the present continuous, I'm eating lunch at 3 tomorrow. We do not use will in this situation. I will eat lunch tomorrow at 3 p.m. Americans do not use will in this situation. So, what time are you going to eat lunch tomorrow?
I'm going to eat lunch at 3.
What time is she going to eat lunch tomorrow? And what about you? What time are you going to eat lunch tomorrow? Very good. And what are you having for lunch tomorrow?
I'm having fish for lunch tomorrow.
What is she having for lunch tomorrow? And what about you? What are you having for lunch tomorrow? Very good. So when do we need to use will? When is it necessary to use will? We use will when you make a fast decision. When you decide in the moment, use will. Example, you're looking at the menu. I'll have the fish for dinner. Because you decide right in the moment, use will. We're leaving. Oh, give me a moment. I'll grab the keys. I will, together, I'll. I'll grab the keys. I make a decision in the moment, use will. Just one moment, I'll grab the keys. I need your telephone number. Give me a second, I'll write it down here. I will, I'll write it down here. You make a decision in the moment, use will. When someone asks you a question, can you call me tomorrow? Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow. Because you decide in that moment, use will. I will, together, I'll. Sure, I'll call you tomorrow. When you make a decision in the moment, you have to use will. And make the contraction because it sounds better. I will, together, I'll. I'll be right back. Let's practice. Can you call me tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow.
Can you call me tomorrow? Very good. Let's practice. Have you decided what you want to order?
Yeah, I'll have the fish.
Have you decided what you want to order? Very good. We also use will when you're making a prediction. You start talking, you say, I think. You're making a prediction. I think it'll rain later. It will, together, it'll. I think it'll rain later. You're making a prediction. Use will. It's very common. I think it'll rain later. We also use will when you talk about facts. Something that is true. True for everybody. One day I'll get old. It's in the future and it's a fact. You can use will. One day I'll get old. I will, I'll. One day I'll get old, but not today. It's also common to hear will after I'm sure or I promise. Example, I promise I'll be there on time. I promise I'll be there on time. I will, together, I'll. I promise I'll be there on time. After I promise and I'm sure. Example, I'm sure he'll be here soon. I'm sure he will, together, he'll. I'm sure he'll be here soon. So after I promise or I'm sure, it's very common to use will. It's also very common to use will with a condition, with if or when. Example, are you going to eat now? No, I'm not hungry now. I'll eat when they get here. I'll eat when they get here. The condition is when they get here. After when, we use present. When they get here. The future is I will, contraction, I'll eat. I'm not hungry now. I'll eat when they get here. Let's practice. What do you think? Do you think it'll rain later today?
Yeah, I think it'll rain later today.
What do you think? Do you think it'll rain later today? Very good. Let's practice. Do you promise you'll be here on time tomorrow?
Yes, I promise I'll be here on time tomorrow.
Do you promise you'll be here on time tomorrow? Very good. Are you sure he'll be here?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Are you sure he'll be here? Very good. Let's practice. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat?
No, I'll eat when they get here.
Are you hungry? Do you want to eat now? Very good. So remember, although it's correct to use will in the future, if you want to sound more natural, use present continuous or gonna to talk about the future. When talking about today, tomorrow, this week or next week, use present continuous. I'm working today, I'm working tomorrow, I'm working this week, and I'm working next week. Or you can use going to, pronounce gonna. I'm going to work today, I'm going to work tomorrow, I'm going to work this week, and I'm going to work next week. It sounds more natural and not like a robot. We don't say will. I will work today, I will work tomorrow. It's correct, but it sounds like a robot. Let's practice. Are you working today?
Yeah, I'm working today.
Are you working tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm working tomorrow.
Are you working this week?
Yes, I'm working this week.
And what about next week?
I'm working next week too.
And what about you? Are you working today? Are you working tomorrow? Are you working this week? And what about next week? Very good. So, are you going to work today?
Yeah, I'm gonna work today.
Are you going to work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna work tomorrow.
Are you going to work this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna work this week.
And what about next week?
I'm gonna work next week too.
What about you? Are you going to work today? Are you going to work tomorrow? Are you going to work this week? And are you going to work next week too? Very good. But remember, will is necessary when you talk about a fast decision. What are you going to order? I'll have the chicken. You decide in the moment, use will. I will, pronunciation I'll. I'll have the chicken. And will is also very common when you talk about predictions. I think it'll rain later. Or when you talk about facts. I'll get older one day. Also when you talk about I promise or I'm sure. I promise I'll be there on time. I'm sure. I'm sure he'll come soon. And if you want to practice more with present continuous, talking about the future, and going to, pronounce gonna, check out the links in the description.
Thank you for watching.
And if you like this video, watch another one. And keep on watching. We'll see you next time.